We've landed in Glasgow. We got through immigration just fine. There was nobody at customs, so we just walked through.
I haven't slept yet. I'm the guy that usually falls asleep at a moment's notice.
I do find that a little amazing, yes.
Haven't slept, so I don't know. I'm probably going to pass out and not wake up for 3 days.
Nate is not the person so far who's bought the weird food. I've broken that.
Yes. Tell us what this is.
In
Eric.
Iceland, I went and picked this up. What could this possibly be? It's chocolate-covered licorice. So, it's pretty awesome.
So now the food challenge begins.
Yeah. But I was the first one.
Dan, how's Glasgow treating you so far?
Its reputation for being cold and damp is well deserved.
And that's coming from someone from Seattle.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think that Seattle is a little bit more modern, and we've decided that we will heat the shit out of buildings. I think the radiator technology that we're working with is a little less capable of heating the shit out of buildings to a degree with which I am happy.
To get Nate's base over in theoretically one piece, I actually had to take it apart.
Oh man!
What'd you do to my base?
Oh god! The plastic is completely indented.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's why you keep saying, like, oh, we should no refinishing, no.
Oh yeah, no, you, that's like that's Nate's
awesome.
trademark. So, Jerry, you're putting this back together now.
Yes.
Yep. So, I'm just reattaching the neck, and then I will put these fancy new strings that Nate bought onto it.
I've owned a lot of bass guitars. This is by far my favorite.
Chris, what's our plan for the day?
So, round one-ish, Noel will get here. Dan and I will get into his car. He will take us to the airport. We will pick up our rental car, come back here, load up, and then go to Aberdeen.
And Aberdeen is our first show.
Aberdeen's our first show.
You already look like you've had enough.
I'm very tired, but that's okay.
What's all this? Explain it to our audience.
This is the Bismarck Scottish Tour edition of What Price Victory, Great Plains and Willie Piggies.
So yeah.
And unfortunately it does say manufactured by CD Forge in Portland, Oregon here, so hopefully they don't fucking sue us. But
We'll send that to Luke. He'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
So these are bootleg versions
these
of
are
it.
bootleg versions of
Official.
recorded while I was supposed to be at work.
Yeah.
While I was actually teaching, these were being recorded.
This is what cigarettes look like in Scotland. That's a fucking warning label. Okay, now check out the back of it though. So we have Surgeon Generals, say don't smoke. They have this on the front, or this is the back, and on the front they just have a smoking kills. So yeah, you know what you're getting.
So how was your first experience with driving?
It's a little terrifying and a little bewildering, but it's not as terrifying as I thought it would be.
What are the strange things of driving a car here in England?
The key is next to the door. I'm
Okay.
shifting with my left hand rather than my right. Everything else is pretty much the same. As I'm driving, my instinct is to put myself on that edge of, next to the thing, and so I keep kind of being further to the left in every lane than I really want to be. We'll see. After I crash into something, then it'll be more terrifying.
So last night we were playing, and we kept referring to, soccer is soccer, but as they call it, football, of course. So we did it a few too many times because we don't know when to quit. And eventually somebody just wrote a note and tossed it up on stage. And that note, if you can see it, can you see it? I can just read it.
Yes, go.
It says, American football is for pussies, it's rugby with padding. Which isn't, false, I guess. But I thought that was funny. Of all the memorabilia that we have from this tour so far, I think I like this one the most.
This was poking at Alistair's pocket the whole night. It's called Original Buttercup Cough Syrup for the relief of coughs, colds and sore throats. And this was some diagnosis that he got from sitting up all night in fucking Aberdeen in a crack den with some crazy bitch and some guy with a big beard. Oh, fuck me. Do you want to try it, Nate?
No. When it comes to medicine, I'm usually pretty sorted. No.
It smells like, it doesn't smell like, I don't know, it doesn't smell like buttercups or, fuck me.
Chris?
Yes, sir.
Could you explain the Scottish money situation?
Sure. So, in the UK, there are the British pounds, which are good everywhere. But then Scotland issues their own currency. The problem being that when we get to England, no one will take it. Not even the money exchange places. So we will have to go to a bank to exchange it. It's a little weird. It's kind of a weird system.
Okay.
But but no big deal.
What happened with our 7 inches? What was that whole thing?
Right, Customs and Excise have seized the 7 inches. Basically, it probably weighed too much, and they checked it, and there was 10 7 inches, so they've said that's worth X. It is a street value.
Street value.
It's the cannabis factory and thing. It is a street value of $10 million.
Cannabis.
So they are looking for £25 to release the said 7 inches. So I will go and pay them £25 and post the 7 inches around the British Isles on your behalf.
Okay.
Very cool.
So you have to, people have to trust you that when they're going to give you money and then they're going to give you their address, and you're telling them that some guy in Scotland, some Irish guy in Scotland, is going to send them. Enjoy Blackpool.
This is what's known as a British vacation hotel. This is for pleasure boaters. I'm not really sure. Look at this fucking view! God damn! There's a dead hooker down there.
No, she's still alive.
You're telling me there's a big screen TV here? Jesus. You know Dan likes antique furniture. Fucking, okay, dude, take some 2x4s, rip them down to 1/2 inch, and then just fucking corner join them. Should I finish it? Oh no, fuck that.
We're only staying here for 1 day.
Yes. No. Unless Dan falls in love with the place.
Do they sell these? I mean forever, so I could have this as a forever vacation place?
I have a duvet over a mattress spring.
Where's you gonna hang yourself if we give you sheets?
In the bathroom,
What's around this room? The only thing missing is a fucking sturdy pipe.
They had to replace those. There's a fire.
Hold on, I'm gonna go make some fucking wine in the toilet.
This will be an interesting experience at the very least. I'm sure the show will go well.
Wow, this is going to go over well. I'm sure that we can share a lot of common touchstones. We'll see who comes in for karaoke next time. Do you know any Van Morrison?
I know this is crazy. Call me maybe.
So keeping with our tradition of getting strange things on tour, flavors of chips.
What do we
crisps, sorry. We went with smoky bacon and I can never say it correctly.
Worcester.
All right. Just kind of tastes like vinegar. Doesn't taste like bacon. What the bacon experts tell you it tastes like bacon. No.
It's that artificial bacon flavor that is just not really bacon.
Here is the precinct student housing at the University of Sunderland. So this is my old flat. I was in block 18. I was the second floor back room.
How's the weather today, Nate?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Nice.
It's,
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little windy today here in Sunderland. A little rainy. A little windy. But we know we're having a good time. So this is a good, took maybe 5 minutes to walk maybe. And I just absolutely am drenched. You are the most prepared for this weather.
yeah, you
I
can say
think
that.
that's just by luck.
No, Nate planned this.
I basically knew what England would be like.
Oh, all right. This is
Microphone.
play a song for each one of you.
Testing microphone. Check.
Okay.
Oh, I made you some Jaeger bombs before you start.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You see what happens when I can't do that, I'm sorry. But just give mine to Chris.
Oh fuck it. Is it a good sip and drink?
It's not a sip and drink.
Well, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Is that a Vimto Jägermeister?
That is actually really tasty.
I know. That's the problem. That's where you get in trouble.
I went through
All right.
So Dan, we get to walk back in this.
Lovely British weather.
What's that?
Sure. Let's go product. Wax. Make it nice and fancy.
So, Chris, how was your return to Sunderland?
I was just really disappointed the whole way through. I was really disappointed that the weather was poor because there's so much cool shit that I wanted to walk around and show you guys. And the show was really poorly attended. One of the bands got too drunk to play. Everyone was super cool, super nice. I was really kind of genuinely upset with it not being kind of a good, fun, exciting, enjoyable show. But I guess you can't have everything.
Always. What in the shit, dude? Was that a turn we could even make? Oh, we got a green.
I needed to.
Oh, okay.
It was a two-way, and then it was a one-way.
We're calculating. Turn right on Larkhill Street, then turn left.
So I'm turning right where?
It's like you want to take the next right, the next right, the next right.
Then turn right.
Okay, now we want to follow signs. I'm sure to city center, right? Town center. This concept of turns here is not clear.
This is
no. This is not it. We're gonna go this way. Following these dudes.
Keep right on Church Street.
Alright, I'm gonna... You guys see a road that way that has parking? Tell me, and we're going to it.
This is fucking roads, man.
This is confusing shit. Like, even if I knew what I was doing, I would be confused right now.
Yeah, these goddamn roads are impossible.
Behind that white
loading
car.
only. What about this right here?
Park. Yep. Yeah, park right here.
Right up at the front.
We're calculating.
Sorry. Fuck it.
Chris, how'd that treat you?
That was terrible.
So Nate, on this version of Man vs. Food, what did you order?
I had what is traditionally known as a big breakfast,
Yeah.
which is, I believe, 2 pieces of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon, a poached egg, a black pudding, a grilled tomato, 2 pieces of toast, and beans and mushrooms.
I'm full just hearing that.
And I had a scone to begin with.
How was it?
It's actually really, really good. Like, the grilled tomato is surprisingly interesting to have with breakfast because it just hits the palate really well. And the black pudding is actually not very salty at all. It's quite good.
Welcome to Manchester, where everything is awful all of the time.
Okay. Predictions? How many items?
3. I said 4.
I'm with Chris. I'm saying 4.
At least one gum or candy like some sort of chocolate.
Okay. Chocolate? That's kind of out there, I'm gonna say.
Oh, there will be a beverage.
Well, yeah. Always a beverage. True.
What'd you get?
Hey, what did you get?
Order.
You worked there for 20 minutes and got water? So Nate, you actually didn't just get water, you also got gum, am I right?
Yes, it was there.
What's the most predictable thing that Chris does on tour, like that he buys?
Potatoes.
Okay.
Everywhere. Doesn't matter where we're at. He's going to get either fries or some starchy substance that calms his stomach.
What is the most predictable thing that I get at like a gas station or something?
You always get whatever I don't get.
So like, I mean, like if I go into a gas station, what are you like? Oh, he's coming out with this.
You do get soda pretty regularly.
Yeah. Any specific kind?
Usually Coke.
We're on Curry Mile.
Why is it called that? I have no idea why.
Take a look around.
It is all. Note the appropriation of the Camel cigarettes logo.
Where are we off to now, Chris?
We are going to Brampton.
What are your expectations for this show?
I have no earthly idea what's going to happen. We're playing in a very small little coffee shop. We're going to show the movie first. That will certainly happen. It's maybe 60-40 that we get to play, and it's maybe another 10% chance that we actually, get to play a full set. So I'm guessing it's like a 5% chance that we get to play a full set at any real volume.
So apparently we don't have a PA.
We could probably play a few songs without that.
We could do Jamie, maybe? That's a little verse chorus first, but it's the quietest song we have.
Mm-hmm. We could do 07. Might be a little more. But
We could do 07-9.
We could do 07-9.
When I went to college in Bozeman, they had KGLT, which was like this whole new world. Like the idea of like all this new music, and so I would listen to that music quite a bit.
What are your thoughts on the show tonight?
Well, we're already too loud. I think they want us to play. I think we should play. I think we should play the quiet songs.
We have like 3 quiet songs. Not even, we have 2.
I'm cool with that, so Jamie.
I foresee just like a happening. Dan? Status of the show?
Movie. Check. I think we're probably not going to play. I think there's limited appeal for that.
We have a day off a plane. We showed the movie. It's not like we skipped out on anything.
Yes.
We don't have a PA. Come on.
There you go.
That's more than enough reason to be like, well, I don't think it's going to work without a PA. You don't feel bad about not playing?
No, not tonight.
Okay. So, I think we're not going to play, but instead, just give everybody in the audience, which I believe there are 6 people, just a copy of the bootleg CDs that Noel made for us. I think that's fair. Dragons are cool. Who wants the one with Chris on the cover?
Me.
Wait, you're all friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming. So I'm just gonna give one to all 3 of you, and you guys can just file share like everybody does. Okay. Thanks a lot for taking the time to come down and bring equipment, and then have us just be like, oh, no PA,
That's what it's all about.
Okay, awesome.
This is called the Auld White Craig Farm Cottages in Haltwhistle, which is the center of Britain, according to the signs. We're officially in the middle of fucking nowhere, but that's okay.
So it's like the Rugby, North Dakota of Britain.
Exactly.
I get it.
So Dan, I have a photo montage, or I'm trying to get one of people touching your mustache.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have going for me?
I have a photo montage going of you fucking with your camera. So here's you fucking with camera.
Wait, you need to tilt it a little
in
bit.
Blackpool, next to the Irish Sea.
Okay.
And you fucking with your camera right next to Hadrian's Wall.
Okay.
At Brittiswald Fort. And then you cradling your camera
at
Hadrian's gift shop. And then let's see. I took a bunch of that town called Cumcatch, which I thought was just really funny. And then somewhere in here, I have... Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Fucking with your camera at Haltwhistle.
Nice.
I hope to add to this by the end of the trip. I feel like today's going to give me ample opportunity.
Yeah, you'll get plenty of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Eric?
I'm not doing very good. So I think everybody's been sick on tour except for me, so I was due. And I noticed that at one point tonight we were playing Breadwinner, and midway through the song I forgot if I was playing Breadwinner or 079, so I think I started playing 079. And yeah, I caught myself eventually, but that was kind of embarrassing, I guess.
trying this B&B, or D&B, which is a dandelion and burdock flavored soda. It's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet with a bitter aftertaste.
Let me try this.
Like a cream soda with a bit of licorice.
That is pretty good, actually. Definitely interesting.
Am I gonna get sick now?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that.
Thank you so much. I started with putting on gigs because I didn't know how to do anything.
That made you
the
a
argument
singer.
could still be made that I don't. 20 years later, but I knew people. And I kind of learned the skills of sending off letters and making phone calls and all those things to get bands to come through and talking with venue owners and making things work.
The venues that you were using were kind of like almost like temporary sort of spaces that or
almost everything was talking someone into letting you do something a few times here or there. No place has a PA and no one owns a PA, so you have to rent a PA. So it's one of those things where you have to rent a big enough space and charge enough money, so you're hoping 300 people will show up at $5 a head to cover your costs and pay the bands all something.
The weird thing is it was kind of like paying the dues. You know, it was us getting it out of our system and realizing, because most people move on and get out of the phase and they're not in bands anymore.
I also got really lucky because my dad had a bunch of equipment in his basement that he didn't use because he wanted to play music, but he could never find people, really. He found a couple people, but they never kind of got it together for whatever reason. He had a recording studio also, like he had an 8-track recorder, so that's how we ended up making albums. Well, in one way it's fortunate because you had a document of it, and then the other way it's fortunate because it's kind of crappy music. I mean, like some of the music I made back then got recorded, unfortunately, and I was 15, so I thought it was pretty cool at the time, and now you can really punish me with it, but oh well.
But we got to the point where there's a small scene, and we were able to kind of cultivate something, but then we realized a few years later that it's not a very good scene. But it was.
Any scene's better than nothing, isn't it?
What'd you think of the bands we played with last night?
It's like, first of all, they were, and I mean this in all complimentary fashion, they were like the French Mr. Bungle. Which is to say, it's sort of like if you took all the worst moments from Can records and just extended them and amplified them. They were disconcertingly fucking stupid and terrible, and they waited 20 minutes, 20 Earth minutes, between setting all of their stuff up to prepare to play, and then leaving, and then doffing is taking off, donning is putting on, donning their singlets. So that is half the bill who arrived with uniforms for the show. I've never seen a backstage area so full of shit that is not related to making music.
Tasty blood out
I thought they were gonna have like dioramas and fucking set pieces at some point.
My testy blind apple is
Their poor tiny little drum set could not stay in one place with its poor tiny broken hardware, and so it kept sliding forward. Of course, I made the obvious joke. I actually said I'm not going to make the joke about a French bass drum running away. And of course nobody laughed because apparently there's like some sort of sore subject here.
We are PJ Harvey, and this one's called White Chalk.
Tell us the story about our 7 inches.
Alright, so we had a 7-inch that just came out before this tour. We got them with about 2 weeks to spare. They were sent at the same time to Scotland, so they would be waiting for us when we arrived in the UK. Unfortunately, they were seized by customs and needed to have an import duty paid for them. But that notice took a very long time to go out, so Noel, the person they were shipped to, couldn't get them in time for our shows in Scotland, nor could he get them in time to give them to us for us to take on the rest of tour. The plan was to ship them down to us in the south here in Bristol, but they didn't arrive until today, and the postman just left a notice rather than dropping them off. So we won't get them today either, so we won't have them for tomorrow. So essentially, we've had no 7 inches at any point on this tour to sell, and that is our newest product with our newest recordings. So it's a little disappointing.
So are you saying that the 7 inches got Bismarcked?
The 7 inches got Bismarcked. Well, we've had some shitty shows. I wouldn't say we've gotten Bismarcked at any point on this tour. We've at least had the opportunity to do what we intended to do every night. Whether or not that was a good idea, totally different thing.
We want to make sure we show Grand National all of our songs so that we know we are a suitable candidate for marriage.
But we didn't play Butcher. You want to play Butcher? Let's play Butcher.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys hate me.
Yeah. We do.
I don't blame you at this point. I drug you out here. Yes, this song was also not a hit in America. This song is about boxing, which I believe you call football.
All right. It was funny in the hotel room. It's still not. It's still not.
We practice all of this.
I decided to throw my lot in with the stupid crisp flavors and got prawn cocktail British potato crisp. And they taste like vinegar. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what makes them prawny, as I don't think they contain anything. Yeah, suitable for vegetarians. There's your first clue.
To our town that we had an Air Force base, so there's a lot of people that moved to town from San Diego, from Chicago, what have you, and had already been to punk shows, put on punk shows that kind of set the precedent that like, wait, we can do this ourselves.
So, they made the Bismarck Burger, for us. Wow.
Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm from Annie's Burger Shack, and I do American burgers in England. When I heard from Damn You, who asked for the Bismarck to come and play over here, I heard that you guys were from Seattle, and I kind of looked a little bit more, and you guys were from North Dakota, and they asked if I could do something special. I ended up making a burger with a schnitzel, Russian potato salad, and I put it on top, and I got some imported like choke cherry jelly, and I did the schnitzel with a wedge of lemon and some dried chives on top. And yeah, I was hoping everybody enjoyed it, and I think they did. So thank you, Bismarck, for giving me the inspiration to do something about the Midwest, because it was nice for me to learn a lot of stuff about it.
And this is the special Bismarck Burger.
Exactly, with dressing on it.
You have to disattach your jaw to eat it.
I have to.
Yeah? First bite, yes? It's good.
Don't get me started on the French. Fucking comedy killer, Jesus. Been like 4 years.
Don't get him started.
Well, they were an exciting bunch, those kids. Oh, good lord.
If you want to hear fart noises coming out of a keyboard, I have a band for you. Next time you're in Lyon.
Obviously not us, because we don't have a keyboard.
Yeah. No, the fart sounds are purely. Anyway, what?
What were the French band called?
They were called My Worst Fucking Nightmare, and the music that will be playing in hell for me.
Seriously, what were they called? Yeah! Oh fuck! We played with Quam yesterday.
Okay, were they total jerks to you?
It fucking killed us. I had to go and hide in the van. I couldn't cope. I got in the van and I said to my wife, who was already hiding there, I don't want to make music anymore. I hate it. That's what happened.
They had to borrow their equipment in dignity of indignities. And I made a joke about the French space storm running away, and I got a lecture after the show. It's gonna be called. Get it together, come on!
What do you want, mine?
So this drum set is in meters. I can't figure it out. All right, try this again.
The food, guess what kind of food Eric's going to get at a random truck stop isn't so much fun to do with me, because I usually get the exact same thing every time. See, Nate always comes up with something new. That's why it's fun for him. Chris, what would your version of this be for you?
It would be, what stupid piece of equipment did Chris just buy?
Yeah.
And he's insisting on taking on the road, and it's going to break down third show in, and then we'll be fucked.
Scotch egg bar. It's it's a British pork sausage meat, and that's one word, sausage meat, filled with chopped egg and seasoned mayonnaise wrapped in breadcrumbs. So let's see how it goes.
Seems like a healthy breakfast food. Chris, did you throw up in your mouth a little bit right then?
I didn't, but I'm surprised.
Yeah, I didn't. Did you check the expiration date on that before you bought it?
Oh God, no! Why did I even?
We're in Iceland right now, and I did a Nate purchase where I just saw the sign and was like, that looks like licorice on fire. So I had to get it. I had to.
Oh yes, this song is about American television, which I believe you call football. Our TV is crap. Yours has people having sex on it. That's great.
I hate you guys so much. Oh my God.
Feels like I'm eating crisps made out of cat food.